The Turbo token is rallying again. It more than doubled in the last month, and the big question is how much longer can this rally last? Let's have a look at some on-chain data most people aren't considering. Let's try to find out whether or not it makes sense to still buy Turbo. So this is where we are. We are currently at 0.7 cents. The price went up by 109% in the last month. A lot of those gains just happened in the last few days. The market cap is slightly above 500 million, which means a doubling would bring it close to Popcat. If the price was to triple, it would get close to Bonk. With a 10x, it would be among the top 3 meme coins and flip Pepe. Now Turbo can be traded on the Ethereum chain. We currently have roughly 40,000 holders. I think it's important to look at those holders in more detail. When are new traders coming in? When are traders getting out? A growing investor base is usually what increases meme coin prices sustainably. And so let's have a look at just that. What we've got over here is the number of new users versus returning users on any given day for Turbo in the last 30 days. We see that a lot of new users entered on the 16th of September. We can also see that as a fraction of all of trading, the 16th of September had been a day with a lot of new accumulation with a growing investor base. And so here is why I like on-chain analytics so much. Again, the idea is the more people come into a token, the longer the price can potentially rally and stay elevated. The two vertical lines over here indicate the beginning end of the 16th of September. So this is where we got this influx of new people, and subsequently the price rallied by another 50%. Now what's interesting is that we see again the price rallying, right? The price dropped first, is now rising to a similar degree, but at the same time we do not necessarily see that many new users coming in. What's exactly going on here? Let's have a look at retail investors versus whale investors. Again, those are charts showing the last 30 days. On the left side, we've got the number of wallets that have 130,000 Turbo tokens. So at the current price, that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. For the chart in the middle, we go at 10x in minimum holding. So that's now $10,000 worth of the token. On the right, we go to $100,000 worth of the token. Now have a look at this big jump. There was a lot of new people coming in exactly on the 16th of September, the point in time we've already noticed before. But what we then see is that the number of those retail investors did not necessarily grow. Medium-sized retail also did not grow, but the whales, they grew. Yes, they also bought a little bit on the 16th of September, but then sold again. But have a look at this. Since the 1st of October, the number of whales is going up. It went up by roughly 10 wallets. And again, those wallets here are 100 times larger than those wallets over here. So 10 wallets on the right is equal to 1,000 wallets on the left. And so the accumulation by the whales started over here. They bought the dip, they accumulated more and more, and they are taking advantage of the current rally. Let's zoom out a little bit because all of the prior charts were simply just the last month. What we've got over here though is a logarithmic chart of the entire history of Turbo, which starts in May of 2023. Here's again the holding by those different wallet cohorts. Same kinds of thresholds, but this time not just the last month, but everything since Turbo started trading. And we see how the selling stopped in the middle of January of this year. Interestingly enough though, the price turned around already a bit earlier. In other words, retail stopped selling here, and this is when the price was able to subsequently rise quite nicely. But it seems like the whales again had been a bit earlier. They bought the bottom potentially already in October of 2023. And so here we go. We see in October of 2023, the number of whale wallets went up slightly. It then went down again, but this was already the time when retail took over and stopped selling. So it's always a move between retail and whales, and very often the whales are the early movers. It's very important to follow whatever they are doing. When they are dumping, it might make sense to be cautious. Let's have a look at the very largest wallets. Let's see if they are buying or selling. Let's look at the centralized exchange balances. Before we do this, feel free to subscribe because I publish videos on Turbo and on various other meme coins regularly on this channel. Now here's the trading on centralized exchanges. The token can be bought pretty much everywhere. Binance is dominating the trading volume, but we also have activity on OKX, Gate.io, on HTX and on KuCoin. And so it's no surprise when we look at the top token holders that we see those centralized exchanges. Most supply is held by Uphold, OKX follows. We've also got Binance over here and BitGet. Maxi and Crypto.com is also part of the party. Let's check out the two largest wallets. Here's wallet number 1, accumulated quite consistently up until the end of May of this year. Here's wallet number 2, also accumulated, was trading a little bit the range, but then also around May of this year started to sell quite consistently. And so check this out. This is the long-term turbo price, and have a look at what happened at the end of May of this year. The price went down by 65%. And so it appears as if there is somewhat constant selling pressure in turbo now. The rally started with retail, was then taken over by some whales. But at the back of all of this, we do see continued selling. But it's not strong enough to depress the price right now. Those large centralized exchanges are very careful not to destroy this rally. Because as long as the price goes up, the retail interest is likely going to grow as well. And it seems like a lot of meme coins are currently rallying. Turbo is not an exception. Now all the charts, all the statistics that I've shown in this video is part of a tool that I've developed myself that's available to the premium members. You can plug in any token into this tool and you can analyze quite a few different blockchains. So of course there's Ethereum, but there's also Arbitrum, Avalanche, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Optimism, and even some more obscure blockchains like Linea, Mantle, and Gnosis. Premium also has a video on how to use all of those on-chain analytics tools. There's a separate tool also for Solana. And of course, we also have various altcoin chats where we discuss what might be the next turbo. So the link to Premium is down below. If your portfolio isn't yet large enough to justify Premium, there's also a free Telegram. Link is as well down below. Looking forward to seeing you there as well. Cheers!